All right, welcome back into the Bettor Half Hour. It's Monday, so you know it's Minty Mondays on our show, the face of Yahoo Sports, Minty. Great to be with you. Happy Thanksgiving week.
Happy Thanksgiving week, Alex. This should be a really exciting week. I am pumped, and I'm pumped for a long weekend, too.
As am I. Let's get your feedback on more of a shocking ending. Mahomes coming back against the Chargers again, or the Patriots ending in a punt return against the Jets.
The most surprising one to me, it was hands down the Patriots punt return for a touchdown. That game was incredibly boring. And imagine having to bring a sleeping bag to that game to stay bundled and to just take a little nap at 3-3 the whole game. I was on the Jets plus 3.5, and for the duration of the whole game, I felt safe with my bet. But towards the end, when I thought it was going into OT, I knew the only way this bet was going to go was the Patriots scoring a touchdown. It was truly on brand with the Jets. As for the Chiefs coming back at the end of Sunday Night Football, I wasn't really surprised there because KC is a second half team. I live bet them right before the half at plus 2.5 and had a great feeling that they would at least win the game straight up. So I had a good night for Sunday night.
That's a great pick there, live purchase at half. I want to get your thoughts, though, based off this weekend, looking ahead. Any team you are willing to put a little stock into, maybe a futures bet, to run the table and win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, other than the obvious Chiefs or Eagles pick, I'm looking at the 49ers plus 700. This team is healthy at the right time. Jimmy G is a pretty stable quarterback. They've got a fan favorite stud running back in Christian McCaffrey and a really good defense. They just need to lower their turnover rate a bit, but this team could breeze through the rest of the season and do well in the postseason too. For a longer shot pick, I'd look at the Dolphins at 18-1. This defense needs a lot of work, but this offense is stacked, and the fact that Tua is mostly healthy, that's when the team does best. So I wouldn't sleep on the Dolphins to at least win their division at plus 250. But, for Super Bowl sprinkle, 18-1 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad, 18-1 there. And we do know there's a lot of teams that get momentum late there. A couple of wild cards in the last half a dozen years that have run the table. All right, let's get your thoughts moving forward here on these Thanksgiving games. 3-game slate. We got the Pats at the Vikings. We got the Giants headed to Dallas, Jerry's World. We got the Bills staying put in Detroit against the Lions, who are on a 3-game win streak. When it comes to betting these, any advice to bettors with how to approach Thanksgiving Day betting?
Yeah, so we all want action on Thanksgiving games, right? No one really wants to talk to their family all night long. So I wouldn't really rely on sharp money or anything. And if a line is kind of too good to be true, then be cautious. But remember that all of these teams are coming off a short week, and some of them have to travel, so home field advantage is pretty strong here. Personally, these lines are not that attractive to me, so I would look at some prop bets or even live betting. I know you are a big live better like myself, Alex. I had a lot of success in-game betting on Sunday, so if you can find a spot getting pre-game favorites as underdogs or even as shorter favorites, or getting short underdogs at a much larger, more comfortable number, then that's your opportunity to make money this Thanksgiving.
I like it. Just looking at years past, the favorites seem to cover. We see a couple of big lines here with the Bills and the Lions and the Cowboys and the Giants. Any rhyme or reason to these bigger numbers maybe having the underdog cover? Lions at home off a win streak, and then the Giants, of course, divisional game on the road off a tough L.
Yeah, so favorites tend to do best on Thanksgiving, going 21-17 against the spread. So you don't want to completely rule out favorites on Thursday. I do think that maybe the New England-Minnesota game could possibly be a blowout. The Giants are 2-0 against the spread after a loss this season, so I think that game could be pretty close, even though Dallas is one of the best teams against the spread. But on Thanksgiving, they're only 1-10 against the spread since 2011. And the Bills-Lions game could truly go either way, and it sounds kind of dumb because the Bills are obviously the better team, but they haven't been starting games strong, and Detroit coming off a win, now playing at home, I don't know, they can score, so maybe I would look to a total here.
I like it. All right, let's get into a little I got one better. I'm going to take a side for tonight's Monday Night Football. You're going to take a side, then a couple props. We'll go back and forth here. Starting out with the spread. Minty, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to back the Cardinals with the 10 here. It's a big number, but we know the NFC West, I've said it before, it's a food chain. Everyone owns everyone. Well, the Arizona Cardinals are 11-3 against the spread in their last 14 against this Niners club. Here's the other thing. McCoy's starting. He has 2 humble starts against the Niners. He's got 101 passer rating. It's a banged-up Niners team. It's in Mexico. It's not a true home field advantage one way or another. I know the Niners are going to win. I got to take the points here. The last 6 they've played in Arizona, 4 points or less, 3 of them landed on 3 points. I got to take the number here. What say you?
Man, I really love Arizona as an underdog, and I hate double-digit spreads, but I'm on the Niners -10. I just can't trust the Cardinals, and I think that's the narrative tonight. You know, they're banged up. It seems like every key player is a game-time decision. They gave up an actual home game to play in Mexico City with very high elevation. San Francisco's the more prepared team, having practice in Colorado where the altitude isn't the same, but similar. They've got the better defense and the healthier offense, so Niners win and cover for me.
I like it. All right, my first prop, I'm going to go with Ayuk over receiving yards. You look at his last month of production, sounds like a poker straight here. 84, 83, 82, and 81 receiving yards in the last month of football. He's proven to be the #1 target, at least in the last month here. They've been looking at him a lot. Arizona's got a better rush D than pass D. I'm going to go Ayuk over receiving yards. How about you?
All right, I don't hate that. I'm on George Kittle, anytime touchdown plus 165. I mean, the Cardinals are allowing some of the most touchdowns in the league, including allowing the 4th most touchdowns to tight ends this season. Kittle has recorded 2 touchdowns in the last 3 games, and you're giving me plus 165. I love it.
I like it. All right, well, I'm staying on that anytime touchdown theme. I'm going to go McCaffrey. Look, didn't score his first game with the Niners. He did run one in last week against the Chargers, and then we remember the trifecta against the Rams. He ran one, he threw one, he caught one. So if he has 3 chances again tonight, I like him getting in the end zone. A little 2-2. How about you for your last prop?
Okay. I'm going with the kicker here. Matt Prater over 1.5 field goals plus 120. Prater hasn't actually even attempted a field goal in 3 of 6 games he started this season, but the Cardinals are going to have to try to score in every way they can against the Niners defense, who's allowing the fewest yards per play and scoring from opponents. When Prater does attempt field goals, though, he's made 2 or more in those games this season. So I like the plus money there.
Ooh, I like it. Minty, bringing us the knowledge. Hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and when your bets, make sure to check out Minty on all things social.